Our flight to the city of Istanbul in Turkey wasn't a direct one. We had to make a stopover at Egypt's Cairo International Airport before connecting to the largest city in Turkey. After close to 8 hours aboard, we arrived at Atatürk Airport, one of the biggest and busiest in the world, with a passenger traffic of 51 million people. We then hit the city's impressive 6-lane road network to our hotel. Although the traffic is heavy, drivers here are disciplined, which perhaps explains why we spent a shorter time on the road. Istanbul is the only city in the world built on 2 continents, which are Asia and Europe. This metropolis is also a commercial center with a population of about 15 million people of different races and cultures. It is also home to one of the World Trade Centers. The beauty of this city is knitted in the fabric of its history and its unique architecture, which attracts scores of visitors every year. One such building is the Sultan Hamid Mosque, also known as the Blue Mosque, which was built way back in 1609.
This is one of the biggest mosques in the world, which has 6 minarets. It has constructed by Mimar Sinan architecture during Ottoman Empire. It is a really valuable place. You can see all people here around the world.
This mosque still stands strong centuries after it was constructed, despite the earthquakes that have struck Turkey.
To me, apart from the spiritual element of this church, it is also critical for the modern engineers to study the engineering that went into the construction of this church that has been here for the last hundreds of years.
Adjacent to it is the Hagia Sophia, a former Greek Orthodox church which was constructed in 537 BC. The church was turned into a museum in 1935 after serving as a mosque many years back.
The architecture, the building, how long ago they did it, and it's still standing. It's fantastic.
Tour guides here are always busy showing tourists around the key attractions.
Season for Istanbul right now, for this square, it's April and May and September and October.
The city dwellers and the tourists love the roasted maize, and business here is thriving. Istanbul is surrounded by the waters of the Bosphorus Strait that connects the Black Sea to the Sea of Marmara. The Turkish people have constructed restaurants and hotels along the sea to cash in on dollars from tourists who often come for the Bosphorus cruise.
You cannot come to this beautiful country and miss out one of the main cuisines here, and that is the Turkish fresh fish.
We then set off for the famous Bosphorus cruise. It runs right through the heart of Istanbul, past the forested hills, several Ottoman palaces, and the floating restaurants.
It's a city nearby the sea, so you can go swim whenever you want. You can go to those little island by boat. It's really nice to take the boat to go there.
It is one of the world's busiest commercial shipping channels, with about 140 cargo vessels navigating the waters daily. It also has 2 bridges that cut across the European side of Istanbul, joining it to the Asian side. We drove on one of the bridges for about 3 hours to the Asian side of the city. After experiencing Istanbul's unique features and its cuisines, I could not agree more with the French Emperor Napoleon Bonaparte, who said, "If the earth were a single state, then Istanbul would be its capital." Sserwanjja, NTV.